Tuesday, dreamers, rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Here we are in March Madness. We've got a huge month coming up. April is officially the New Orleans convention over there in Louisiana. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm so excited to see all of you, all of the leaders, all of the mentors, and the whole squad over there. And might have to get a little bit of Cajun, a little bit of Cajun crawfish. I don't need crawfish, maybe some lobster and crabs, but it's definitely going to be fun over there in New Orleans. So everybody, this is always one of the biggest, most momentum parts of the year because nobody ever comes back home the same way that they coming to an event. You know, big decisions we always hear are made at big events, and it's just there's a reason why from compared to a Zoom, compared to maybe getting on a phone call, than actually getting inside of the room and feeling the energy, hearing the conversations, being able to see where others started just gives so much perspective on where it is they're at and where it is that we're going. I can tell you right now, this event is going to have more testimonies, more ring earners than any event has had in the past 30 years. So it's safe to say momentum is here, but I just want to get on here for a second to give you guys a little bit of pieces of your network is your net worth. Okay, that is going to be today's topic. Network is your net worth. You know, I heard that for years, but until I got out of college, it finally clicked for me. So before we get in, let me know, what is everybody grateful for coming into the day? Grateful to be alive, for God, for each of you to be able to grow, to be able to stretch, because just like a tree, see the two sides. We're either growing and we're dying, and we get the opportunity to go ahead and get better than yesterday and to meet new people, to stretch, to go ahead and push our limits. So let's go ahead and move the needle a little bit today. So here's the topic. Your network is your net worth. So getting out of college, you know, I told you I always heard that phrase, but I never really understood it. And here's how a door started to open for me. Okay, at the beginning, I didn't like social media. I wasn't very speaking, at making videos, at putting myself out there, until my mentor finally taught me. He said, do you realize the biggest millionaire tool for free for every single one of us is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat? He said, you realize we can all build a 6-7 figure business literally sitting from your bed if you're willing to get bold, if you're willing to actually put out your authentic self, share your story, show other people your experiences, and you never know how many people you can get to go ahead and raise their hand and say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm ready for change. Let's go ahead and make a difference. Let's go ahead and really max out our potential. So here's the beauty of the law of attraction, okay? Just like the law of gravity, where if I drop this pen 10 out of 10 times, you can't see the law of gravity, but it's as real as can be, right? You can't touch it, but you know it's real. Well, the next thing I learned was the law of attraction. You see, just like the law of gravity, you can't see it, but 10 out of 10 times that pen is going to drop because it's a law. So the law of attraction is the same exact thing. You can't see it. You can't touch the law of attraction, but it's more real than we'll ever know when you learn how to utilize it. So even with social media, he said, D, if we started a blank Facebook page right now and we put out cats or we put out sports, what are we going to attract? People that like cats and people that like sports. He said, well, imagine if we put out positivity, value, goals, visions. What type of people are we going to attract inside of our life? Like-minded people, people willing to grow, people that are just like us, that we just haven't had the opportunity to meet them yet. So I started putting myself out on social media. And at the beginning, yes, I was taking literally line quotes. I was taking just random things that I could put on just to go ahead and put some type of positivity out there instead of negativity like all of us are used to. And then eventually I started taking content of myself. And I was the one that would take time to go out and go in front of nice backgrounds and nice settings and go get the pictures of me. And I would take the quotes from line photos and the things I would see online and I would put it on my photo. And I started building a brand. And it was funny because at the beginning, I was like, why am I doing this? And then I started seeing the positive messages started coming out. People were like, man, D, I needed that message for today. That one hit. Like, where was that all week when I needed to hear that? So it became addicting to me. I started to realize how many people needed that message. I started to see how much of a light that we can all be in the darkness. And I just started to compound. I just started to grow. And before you knew it, we were attracting people that I had never even met before. People that were in different cities, states, countries, and we started to be able to do business, grow with, and actually, we started to change each other's lives. And now I can hold 10 times more income than I have with the people that I actually went to high school with and that I actually grew up around. So it just goes to show the power of building a brand, meeting new people every single day, whether it be the gym, whether it be going to the mall or even the gas station, and just being open-minded to the fact that one person, one phone call can completely change your life. So message for the day, let's go out and be bold. Let's continue to meet even 2 new people every single day. They say 2 a day can keep the 9 to 5 away. So I love you, fam. That's my perspective for today. Let's get bold. Let's make some new connections and continue to grow our net worth, because that's all it takes. One person to go ahead and change the game. And if you go read Ed Mylett's book, it literally says the power of one more, and it gives you just that. One more phone call, rep, meeting can absolutely change the course of our lives. So I love you guys. Anything you need, we got your back. And as always, nobody told you lately, let me be the first to tell you on a Tuesday, I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. I see your greatness. I know collectively we're going to build an empire. We are just